Hi, I'm Debbie and welcome to my channel Divine Destiny with Debbie. Today we're doing our longer readings from May 1st through the 15th, 16th, 17th for my Aries. How are you, my Aries? I hope everything is just wonderful for you. Now, because it's the longer reading, I use 3 decks of cards. I use my Doreen Virtue Angel Tarot cards. That gives us kind of that main message. And then, okay, cards already want to pop. Then I go to my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. That kind of fills in those gaps. And then I finish up asking for, what advice do we need from my Osha Zen Tarot cards? Now, I have prayed, meditated, and infused each deck with Reiki energy. But remember, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate with you. Take what you like, leave the rest. Please remember, please, subscribe, share, and like. Thank you. Also click on that bell. Okay, now we do have the new moon coming on the 4th. That's in Taurus. We're in Taurus season. It's in Taurus. So that will actually be something that's going to be on that grounding side. That will actually make things more, I'm thinking it might be, the word mundane is coming around for you. So doesn't mean that will happen, doesn't mean it won't. Okay, now full moon to new moon is waning. But what that means is that this is the time that you need to be relinquishing things, that you release things, that you say things that I don't need anymore in my life. New moon to full moon is waxing. And that is where you request, okay, where you ask, where you want, where and it's okay. If you don't ask, you don't get, right? Okay. Now, the thing, though, that's coming up is that full moon on the 18th. It's not included in this reading, but we're just a little shy of that, is going to be in Scorpio. Scorpio, this is going to be really intense relationship type of energy. Really intense, okay? This is where where secrets come out, where, things that, maybe something that happened 20 years ago comes out, and then it's like, oh, how can I ever forgive you? So it's like, it's a purification type of full moon for relationships. Okay, and with that, let's go on. So let's see what happens, what's going on now for our Aries. There's 3 cards down. First card is the 4 of Earth. Earth, of course, is our Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn, and we're in Taurus. Being too frivolous or too cautious with money. Good business decisions, giving to those less fortunate. You get that. You get that one a lot. But what I'm thinking about this is that this is one of those times that I think that you're being more on the frivolous side with your money. And it's, and I don't necessarily want to tell you to be too cautious, because you do have to live your life. However, I'm really thinking that this might be a great time for you to revisit your budget if you have one, or create a budget. I'm really feeling budgets for you, because I'm thinking that there's some of you that want to be doing things in the summer. I'm seeing people jet skiing. I'm seeing people doing getting out into, summertime play. Now, I granted there, on the, other hemisphere, you could be, it's going to be winter, and I'm thinking, again, I'm feeling people going to some warmer weather, and I'm thinking you need to have the money to do that, because if you don't really relook at your budget, you're not going to have that money, okay? And then you're going to just feel kind of sad. Okay. Next card is the 3 of Fire. This, of course, is your energy, along with Leo and Sagittarius. And this is about abundance, things looking very good. Have patience at this time in making your long-term plans. Again, I'm feeling like you need to look at your money, because the money's there. It's just that there's been some unwise spending. And, and it might be, maybe you need to, turn off your lights more. Maybe you need to, adjust the air conditioner and heater. It's those little things that can make differences. But it's like looking at your money. Maybe you've been taking, you've been eating out a little bit more so. But again, it's like, in order for you to get to this place, in order for you to get your vacation, or to get, maybe you're even thinking about something bigger. Maybe you're thinking about honeymoons. Again, I'm feeling travel. I'm feeling not travel at this time, but it's like in the next couple of months to maybe even 6 months that there might be some travel. And it's like you need to plan for it. You just need to plan for it, because the money's there. It's just that, it gets hard. It definitely does get hard. So this to me is about looking at your money and looking at what can you cut, what can you not. So maybe it's like, okay, I've got my pay-per-view TV shows, or I've got this or that type of TV, and do I really watch it? Now, okay, and you say, but that's only going to be $10 a month. Was it really going to make a difference? And then you look and say, I didn't know that I was signed up for 10, so that's 100 a month. You see, it's like making little changes, and it's like making those for those plans going forward. I don't know what it is, but I really feel like you want to it's like you want to take a trip, but you want to do it right. Okay, this last card is reversed, so that to me means, hey, Aries, pay attention to me. So let's see what this one says. Oops. Says, ego, Archangel Jophiel. Okay, now glasses go back on. Archangel energy with this. Ego is something that's very precious. Again, this goes into that thing that I'm talking about. Whatever this thing is with money, and maybe it's not about a trip, maybe it's just about how you are living now, but I feel like there are people that you're getting the income in and you're just living large, okay? And you need to kind of watch that a little bit. But at the same time, you're like, yeah, but what will people think? Well, you know what? What will they think when you have all your bills paid? Okay? So, Archangel Jophiel, again, this is very strong Archangel energy. A false sense of entrapment, being overly focused on material things, negative or fear-based thoughts. Again, this is something about your money and the way you're living. And you're like, I don't want to change my lifestyle. And I'm not telling you to do it. I'm not. I'm just saying by revisiting it and relooking at it, you may see some things that you can possibly budget out. Okay, I know we don't like to talk about money, right? No money. Okay, now my John Holland Psychic Tarot and Oracle cards. Can you give us a little bit more advice about this? Because I'm really feeling for my Aries. I've had a lot of these. I mean, this reading is being extremely focused on, and again, I'm feeling this money thing going on. And maybe you want or need to buy a new vehicle, or maybe, again, it's like, or maybe you want to make a change in your residence, but it's like, yeah, maybe you have to bring peanut butter and jelly sandwiches to work for a while, okay, in order for you to get that down payment. It's those type of things. So it's kind of like, this is what you want. What are you going to do to get it? Okay? Maybe I'll put that on. What do you want to do to get it? What will you give up to get what you want? That's really what that's all about. And this is and what's kind of neat about this time period, though, is that this is identification of something that you really want. So I like that. 3 cards down. Do not know what they are. Let's see what they say. Temptation. Temptation, yeah. Yeah. Do I have to really go any further with that one? I mean, that goes along with the ego. That's like, but Debbie, no, I don't want to give up my 10 pay-per-view. Oh, that one wanted to jump. I don't want to give up my 10 pay-per-view channels. I might need to watch one of them, okay? And then the thing is, you look to see, I don't watch any of them, okay? Just be aware of that. Now, next card, Memories of Love. Okay, yeah, it is hard with that too. It is hard, but the thing again is with this, okay, with Memories of Love, it's like, I like the way my life is. I like it. Again. What is it that you want going down there? What is it that you're looking for 3 to 6, 9, 10 months, 2 years? What is it? You make those changes now. You will then be able to get that, okay? So you can't be living with, but I want now. Yeah, it's totally immediate gratification for you right now, Aries. And I'm so sorry. I like immediate gratification too. I like that a lot. So, I'm not one to judge. Please know I'm not judging you at all, because I like immediate gratification. But again, it's like you have your eye on the prize, And it's again, what will you give up to claim it? Okay, let's see what this last card says. And literally that temptation card flew onto the floor. So here we go, spiritual union. Okay, so, and now that's on our ego card, so which is really, really interesting. So you may have to pull other people in on this. You may be in a relationship where you're like, okay, in order for us to accomplish this, you and I both have to be part of this. Or it might even be I'm feeling like somebody with their work situation too. I'm not saying that you're going to have to like you might own your business and you're like, okay, now in order for me to meet this, we might have to change some of our personnel around. I mean, this is, usually it's a smaller, I'm thinking smaller, but I'm thinking that there might be somebody around that says we might have to change our personnel around. At the same time with that now, be very careful, because I have known of CEOs that were driving very high-powered cars that were living extremely large, and they cut the people that helped them to maintain their lifestyle, okay? So just be very careful about what you do. It's better if you cut your lifestyle, okay? So now this is, I doubt that this really big high-powered CEO, but I'm feeling like there's this CEO out there watching this and going, yeah, well, maybe I might have to make some cuts. It's like, you know what, why don't you cut your salary? Cut your salary for a little bit of time. I don't know who, okay. But anyway, now let's go for some last advice with our Osho Zen Tarot cards. Okay, it was really very strong that there's this high-powered person watching. Yeah, I know, that's kind of weird, isn't it? Okay, so let's see what we have here. One card did jump out. It is reversed, so it means a little more. And here we go. And here we're going to cut the cards and pull the last two out. That makes me laugh. Okay, so first, this card that's pulled out, it is reversed. It's trust. Now, generally speaking, when I'm doing my more esoteric type of readings, this is really focused on your money right now. I would say that this is more trusting in your divine power. This is trusting in your your divine, your higher power, spirit guides, guardian angel. But with this and with what I am reading this is more trusting that you can actually do what you put yourself out to do. Okay? So this is trust, wow, hey, maybe there is this thing. Maybe it's a thing about, maybe there's this higher connection, and because you're looking to see about how to pay somebody's college. Maybe you have children that are going to college and you want to know that you can give them the best send-off. Do you know what I'm saying? So then, yes, I'm going to trust that by me making these cuts in my budget, that I will have the money to help my child go to college, okay? So there is that connection with that. But when I'm talking about, somebody in a higher position and a higher power, that, that tickles me. That, then it's like, trust that you can do the right thing and that you can make those right decisions in this, okay? So now let's go to the next card. This is healing. This is healing. So what needs to be healed? I don't know. Is it your finances? Is it your spending habits? What is it that needs to be healed within yourself? What have you gotten into some lazy, this is more about, to me, lazy habits. This is more about, immediate gratification. This is about me, it's about me, not about me, though sometimes we can do that, but it's about, like it's revolving around Aries. So it's, these are all, so be really, really, really careful with this. Really look at, this is about looking at yourself. But again, I'm really feeling spending with this. Looking at your spending habits, okay? Because financial health is just, I mean, it's as important as physical, emotional, and spiritual health. It really, truly, truly is. And again, maybe this is somebody that's, getting ready for retirement and they're looking at that. I really don't feel like it is, but it could be. It could be. But let's see what this last card says. Fighting. Okay. Now, the interesting part about it, this is on ego, this is on spiritual union. Yeah, the thing is, if you are pulling other people in on your new budget, be prepared that there's going to be some resistance to that, because just as you like how things are, they like how things are. But the thing is, and again, I go back to that larger company, you can't maintain it as things are. Right now, though, I feel, and I believe that whoever this, that if you look at your budget now, you can find the things that you need to curtail. I'm not saying cutting personnel at all. In fact, I think that would be silly unless it's a bunch of people that are really high up that, that they make more than they should. Talk to them. Say, hey, we're cutting your salary in half, though. If they move on, then they move on with it. Okay? But this could also be if you have a smaller piece, then this could be fighting with that significant other, like, well, I want to go out to the movies today. We can't go out to the movies. We're on our budget. So with that, when you're doing your budget, put in a little bit of room for some play money too. Because you do have to have some fun. You do have to, an Aries not having fun, that's just going to diminish your fire. So put a little play money away for play. Okay? Okay. I had one other reading that I thought was really focused, but this is extremely focused for my Aries. So I'm real interested to hear what you say. So my Aries, as always, know that you are loved and be blessed. Bye-bye.